everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm the Notorious B.I.V. and this is my boy, Paulie G.
Hey!
All right. So, first of all, Paulie G, have you seen Avatar, Fire and Ash?
I never saw the second one.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
didn't even see the second one. Okay.
Well, I just heard
You crap.
that you'll just see tons of awesome special effects, but the story's kind of not really important. And I'm like, yeah, do I want to spend 3 hours watching a bunch of cool special effects? Probably not.
Yeah.
Did you?
No, I did not see it either. I did see 2, but now, like, this is it for me. I was like, nah, I'm out.
I really liked the first one.
Yeah.
I remember buying it on DVD and getting all excited about it.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, that came out ages ago, and
Yeah.
and like, the special effects were way cool back then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they were just like, whoa, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the effects are still cool, but like,
I think they're pushing the envelope every time.
yeah,
My son was like, okay, so you know what's really hard to do with CGI effects? Water. So we're going to do a whole movie all about water.
mm-hmm.
Okay, now that we've mastered that, you know what's really hard to do with CGI effects? Fire. So now we're going to do a movie all about fire.
Interesting. Okay.
So James Cameron is like showing his prowess with special effects every time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty much the thing, though. Like, there's no, like, the story is just kind of blah. But the effects are awesome, you know?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's kind of like going to a theme park ride or something. You know what I mean? Like you're just there for the ride. You're not really looking for a plot or anything, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see Stranger Things either. You watched Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah. My family is super into Stranger Things, and so I thought I got to watch it. Also, my students are really into Stranger Things, and I guess I'm into it. I just thought it's one of those things where it's like, if you're going to watch it, you better hurry and watch it before people spoil it for you, you know?
Mm, yeah. I don't know. I'm just not. What? I'm just ambivalent towards most entertainment at the moment. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing that I'm like, oh, I gotta see that or whatever.
You know what I'm enjoying watching right now is Gravity Falls.
That's that silly cartoon.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Disney Plus.
Yeah.
It's so funny though.
Yeah.
I love it. Anyway.
Yeah, my kids would watch that from time to time. Like, if we were in a hotel or something, like, they'd watch that, and I'd catch snippets of it, and I'd be like, oh yeah, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my kids watched it too. And now I'm like, oh, I want to go back and like watch every episode. And I'm like, oh man, this is so good. Anyway.
Okay, Gravity Falls. There you go. Recommended by Paulie G. Okay.
What's this envelope you got here?
Okay, well, I wrote down some stats, because check this out.
Oh, okay. It's not the envelope. It's just paper to write on. Okay.
I wrote down stats on this envelope here.
Okay.
Okay. So on YouTube, well, the long and short of it is, we're getting more views on Rumble than we are on YouTube.
No way! And we just barely started.
We have one follower on Rumble, and we have like 800 subscribers on YouTube. Now, here's the thing. So our last video, which was our first video of this year. Okay, we got 15 views on YouTube. We got 13 on Rumble. You know, like, it's about equal, but like 800 subscribers to one. Okay, that's crazy. Okay, but then our last video, Ice Baby, we got 6 views on YouTube, and we got 29 on Rumble. What?
Wow. Well, you were smart to put us on Rumble, obviously.
I guess. So that's crazy.
That is crazy.
We did get a new subscriber on YouTube though, and it's it's Pekin, Pkin. Welcome to the show, Pekin.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
But here's the thing though. I did the unpardonable sin on YouTube.
Oh, you said words that you're not supposed to say.
Well, no, I did that too.
Did you bleep them out?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
No, the thing you're not supposed to do, like if you're trying to like build your channel or whatever, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to switch formats.
Oh.
And I
You've been building on YouTube for years though.
Well, that's the thing. YouTube, like I started out as like a
gamer,
like a gaming channel.
Yeah.
And I was close to like 1,000 subs, and when you hit 1,000 subs, you can be monetized. And I was like, that's what I was going for, right?
Yeah.
And then, but then I switched to the BIV and Pauly G show, and I abandoned the gaming stuff. However, but you're not supposed to do that because that's bad. But I was like, but I have like all these subscribers. Like I don't want to start from zero again. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I did the thing you're not supposed to do. And I mean, like, you know, we have like 800 subscribers now compared. I think we had like 900 and something. So like I lost some subscribers. But whatever. But now we have 800 on YouTube. We have 1 on Rumble, and we're getting like more views on Rumble. That's crazy.
Hey, well, whoever our one viewer is on Rumble, or one subscriber,
yeah,
he's the first.
Yeah,
he'll go down in history as being our first subscriber on Rumble.
We welcomed him last week, but
I remember that.
I forget what his name is. But hey, thanks to all of our Rumblers for watching the show. We're back with another week's show. That was the business segment. We had to get the business out of the way.
Okay.
Now
to the meat of it.
Yeah, now to the meat of it. So, do you have any hot topics, Pauly G? I've got one. I've got to go to. I've got one we can go to if we need to.
I don't know if this would be interesting to talk about, but here's something that happened in my class today.
Okay.
A kid goes to the bathroom, and in my school...
He went to the bathroom in your class? That's good.
Okay, so...
Okay, sorry.
So in my school, all the students have laptops.
Okay.
So this kid leaves to use the restroom.
Okay.
And another kid goes onto his laptop and types in how to die. So at my school, if you type in how to die in your laptop, it automatically flags it. The administration gets a flag. They know what kid's laptop is. The principal comes to my classroom, and he's really upset because this has happened like 50 or 60 times because the kids think it's funny because they know you're not supposed to do it. So some other kid typed it on his laptop while he's in the restroom, right?
Oh, that's awesome.
So if that's something that you're interested in talking about,
is that because they might be suicidal or something?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. You're not supposed to say suicide on YouTube, by the way. Anyway.
What about on Rumble?
You can say anything you want on Rumble.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, if that's something, if you want to talk about that.
Well.
And if not, if you have something that you would think is a better conversation.
I know at work, you're supposed to lock your computer every time you get up.
That's what the principal had a little lecture to our class about. So
that people can't do such fun pranks like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had a teacher friend who he would leave his classroom and he would leave his computer on the grades. And so I was like, dude, like anybody could come in here and mess with your grades. So one time I played a prank on him where I put in an assignment called whether I like you or not. And then I put in like random scores for students.
Nice.
Anyway.
Pauly G. messing with his fellow teachers. Yeah.
But then I made sure to tell them, like, hey, Dan, did you see that I put that in your computer? You need to delete that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I think the worst thing I've ever seen was like someone put like some hot shirtless man like as the wallpaper on some guy's computer or something. So yeah, that was that's always fun. Anyway, yeah. Okay. Well, we have about 10 minutes.
Okay.
I can give a brief overview. I'm going to give a brief overview.
Okay.
Of this is the we're going to call it, what should I call it? I don't know what I'm going to call it. Okay.
I'll help you come up with a name for it after I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is kind of it's kind of a brain map, okay, or something. So, but it's an iceberg, okay?
Okay.
So you know how you got the tip of the iceberg?
Yeah.
And the tip of the iceberg is like when you're about to, like if you see the tip of the iceberg, it's too late. You're gonna hit the iceberg because like underneath the water is this huge mass.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
But you just see the tip, like that. It's too late. You're gonna hit it.
Okay.
So I liken our actions to the tip of the iceberg. Okay.
Okay.
So like people can observe our actions. We can observe our actions, and like you can, that's the part you can see.
Okay.
Right. But then under the surface, you got your thoughts.
This is a lot better conversation thing than a kid writing how to die on somebody else's laptop. Okay,
Yeah.
keep going.
Or peeing in class. Okay. So yeah, so underneath there you have your thoughts, right?
Right.
And we kind of understand, your thoughts lead to your actions.
Right.
So like you should control your thoughts, and I think we kind of go around in circles, like try to control our thoughts and our actions and our thoughts, and like that can. I think that's largely ineffective because underneath the thought layer, I would say, is your belief layer. Right?
Yeah.
So your beliefs inform your thoughts, which then inform your actions. And if you really want to change something, you got to like find what belief do I have that's driving everything, right?
Yeah. I like that.
And I think a lot of times we have a lot of false beliefs, and those cause like us to think a certain way and act a certain way that like, and they're all based on like this weird idea that we have or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, and like, false beliefs can be as simple as like, like a normal one a lot of people have is like, oh, I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm not capable enough to do X, Y, or Z, right?
Yeah.
Like that's pretty common.
Mm-hmm.
And you've heard of like affirmations, right? Like,
oh yeah.
Like people say affirmations in the mirror. That's a way to like get that false belief out of your head. Right?
Yeah.
And people will also, I don't know if you've heard of tapping, but people will like do affirmations while they tap on like these pressure points, these on your body.
Really?
Yeah. And that supposedly helps it like helps program your brain or whatever. And I think those things can be effective. I don't think you necessarily need to do affirmations though. I think you can just, once you identify, that's the thing, you have to identify like a false belief.
Yeah.
Because like we don't necessarily understand sometimes what our beliefs are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can, but I think once you identify a false belief and how it's making you think and act, you can be like, okay, when you start getting in that cycle, you can just say, oh, hold on a second, like, that's a false belief. I don't need to act this way. And you just kind of have to remind yourself, like, over and over again, like whenever that starts triggering or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think over time you can like change that belief, but it takes some effort. But then underneath, I think the final bottom layer underneath everything is like traumas, right? There's like the trauma layer. Okay. Polly G's getting a call.
Sorry.
But that's okay. So like the trauma layer, and sometimes we're not even aware of like traumas, right? Like,
yeah.
Like who knows? And traumas don't even have to be like trauma's kind of a, what? It's kind of like a harsh word. Like, you think, oh, traumas, oh my gosh, like it's this bad thing. And certainly like really big traumas are traumatic, like, abuse or, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like there are other traumas, I think, that we, trauma can be a simple thing that our brain then says, oh, I've got to do something about this, right? And it forms like a belief from that trauma. So like, so like if you have a false belief about, like I'm not good enough, right? That's like just kind of a general one. You could say, well, like that could result from a trauma of any kind, of some sort. Like maybe kids made fun of you in school or something, right?
Right.
And so then it's like, oh, I'm dumb or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, some adult told you something that really, like made you feel like, oh man, I'm not a good singer, or
right,
whatever thing they criticized you about, and just like went right into your subconscious and made you feel like, oh, okay, I'm not good at that.
Yeah. And some therapists say, they can like help cure traumas, and maybe that's true. That's one way to deal with them. But I don't know that we ourselves can really like affect the trauma layer so much, right? But if you're Christian, which we are, I feel like the Savior can, like, that's where he can like heal that trauma part.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know that for sure. Whether therapy and stuff can work, that's possible. I wouldn't say don't do it, right? But so like a trauma. Here's a trauma I suffered that was like, just, again, it's not like a huge thing,
right?
But I think it
had a huge impact on you.
Yeah. So so when I was a baby, when I was born, like my parents, they were married, but my dad was in the military, so he's like off, he's stationed somewhere. And so when my mom had me, he wasn't there. So it was just me and my mom for like, and again, like I can't remember this. This is just something that came to me at one time, that I thought about it, and I was like, oh, maybe that's part of my deal. So so it was just me and my mom for like, I don't know how long, a couple months or something before, and I think we went and visited my dad, but like, and then at some point, like we were back together, right?
Right.
But before that, it had just been me and my mom. And so then all of a sudden there's this other guy like in the picture, right? And it's like, who's this? Like, what's going, like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Now I have to share my mom with someone else. Like, this is weird, right?
Hmm.
So that's just like, that's an example of like, just like, it's not traumatic, but it's
right.
It's something that like can affect, what your perceptions and things from
Yeah.
then on.
Yeah.
So, so that's my model. That's the model I've been working on lately. That I've just been thinking about.
I like it.
So, and I guess the moral of the story is, I would say, work on your beliefs. If you want to change something, like work on your beliefs, or identify your belief,
Right.
and then work on that, like changing that. Don't just be like, oh, I shouldn't think that way. I can't think that way, because like you can't really control your thoughts necessarily. I mean, you can try, but it's kind of like, when you're like, oh, don't think that, it's like you're thinking that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Don't think about a big purple elephant. Don't think about a big purple elephant.
Exactly. So work on your beliefs. So as an example, so we're a little over time, but like something, like if you think, oh, my kid's a big loser. He just sits on the couch and plays video games and he's a big loser, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's your belief. And so then you'll like treat him like a loser, and or you'll think he's a loser and you'll treat him like a loser.
Right.
And then he'll probably be a loser, right? You know what I mean? But if you're like, but you need to change that fundamental belief of like, okay, he's not a loser, even if I'm, you know what I mean? You have to remind yourself, okay, he's not a loser.
Right.
He's a good kid, whatever. And like, you got to keep reminding yourself of that over and over again, and eventually you'll change your behavior, right?
Yeah.
But you got to like change that belief.
Right.
So that's the moral of today's story.
I like it.
Yeah.
Do we need to stop?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, one thing that I can relate to is, if I, in a certain situation, if something happens and I get really upset,
yeah,
then what I have been trying to work on lately is trying to be curious about, like, so why did I get so upset in this situation? Like,
exactly.
What was it that made me so upset?
Yeah.
And try to go back to, like, okay, so what is it deep down that I think? Because let's say somebody comes up to me and says something to me and I know that's not true, so then I don't care, right? Mm-hmm. But if somebody says something to me that makes me really upset, well, is that because I believe that that's really true deep down and that's why it makes me upset? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to think, okay, well, so what is it about that situation that I need to work on so that when that happens next time, I don't care and it's not a big deal. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
That goes along with what you're saying, right?
That's exactly it.
Okay.
And also, like you said, if there's a thing that like comes up over and over again that like upsets you, right? A lot of times we like blame that thing. We're like, oh, that thing like makes me crazy or makes me unhappy.
Yeah, like driving, like other people driving the way they're driving, I blame them. Okay, but like why does that upset me? Why does somebody else,
right?
Why does somebody else being a poor driver, why does that upset me?
Yeah, and
as opposed to being like, oh, I guess they're having a bad day, or maybe they're in a real rush, or whatever, like, why does that something that upsets me instead of not being a big deal? Obviously, some things bother you and some things don't, right? So.
Yeah. Well, but, and that's the thing too, though, like if you want to be happy, you can't be like, I want these things to change, or I want drivers to like drive well, right? Like that's never going to happen.
You have no control.
Like, so what can you do to change your reaction to that? You know
right,
what I mean?
Right.
So
make that change. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I'm starting with the man in the mirror.
Wow.
Isn't that how he has the song?
Cheesy ass Michael Jackson song.
Make that change.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay. Well, we're a little over time.
Sorry.
That's okay.
This was good though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like your idea of the iceberg.
So there you go. we can change our behavior, and we're the only ones that can make us happy. Other things and people and whatever can't make us happy. It comes from within. It comes from the man in the mirror. Okay?
I like it.
That's it.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, have a great week, everybody. We'll see you hopefully next time.
All righty.
And bye.
Take care.